Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Darkest Dungeon 2. My name is Britishbrat, and today we are continuing our attempt to get
Planning
all
and mindfulness,
of the flames
as
unlocked
vital to
for
survival
the
as
Infernal Flame
sharpened
Vitrin.
steel.
Currently, we are working on Obsession on the Fragile Flame. So, the team that we have right now, this is a run that I started yesterday off stream, so we don't have the very beginning of it. But we've got ourselves an Arsonist, Runaway, a Bulwark, Man-at-Arms, Virtuoso, Jester, and a Knight Sworn Grave Robber. This team so far has treated me pretty well. The biggest issue that I've got right now, obviously, is our lowered health and our inability to heal super well outside of some, external sources. Realistically, my healing is limited. I may even have to kind of resort to doing like getting some secondary healing options. I'm relying on Crush, I'm relying on Cauterize, things like that. But we do have a decent amount of stuff going on here. We've got some good trinkets. This is probably best here rather than that. And let's figure out where we're going.
In ruin.
We could start off with a sluice. I'm unsure if we really need the sluice. The only thing I'd probably want to get from the sluice might be like Staggering Striker would be pretty good. I haven't seen that one in a while. But we could definitely take it on, try to get some more power on the team, assuming we don't die horribly in the sluice.
Abandoned waterways.
How's our Wainwright looking? We're running Crocodilian as well. Yes, but the juice indeed. The juice is quite juicy.
Conventional fare.
Take a look at our Mastery Trainers, see what we got going on here. I've got upgraded Rampart for the stun. I should probably upgrade Inspiring Tune because that's our only stress healer. I have upgraded Repartee for the stealth generation. I think I might upgrade Run and Hide just as another healing option right now. She has a self-heal, he has a self-heal. Grey Robber does have a self-heal, but we're not using it right now. It may be that we need to. I may need to just ignore doing Pirouette and Lunge and run like Absinthe or Dead of Night. Yeah, these might be our better options. We could also run Glint because it ignores stealth right now, and that might be pretty useful for us. Though, well, we'll probably end up in that position fairly often. We are dancing around a lot with this team. My thing is that this team does have Crocodilian, so we do want to be dancing a little bit, but ignoring stealth is pretty nice, you know. We'll see. We'll see how this feels. Let's go to the Provisioner. I don't think we've eaten anything yet. I'm tempted to just have everybody eat steaks and stuff, because steaks are good. We can even run the Tin Delicacies, which is going to give everybody a lot more additional health. It does slow everybody down, but that health is going to be pretty nice for us to survive here. We do have food, so we're looking okay there. We've got food for the next region, actually, so that's good. We're doing on relationships. Ugh, not great. Yeah, Croc is already slowing us down, right? Yeah, these relationships aren't looking amazing, are they? Quite a few ones that need a little love. Do we have anything that's causing these to be more negative? Like, what quirks do we run in? Selfish. Selfish is causing some problems for us here. Pass heal, best heal. It does work. Like, now that I'm actually using pass heal a lot more because I can see that it's a thing, I'm definitely getting a lot more, like,
on the road
use
to
out of it.
damnation.
Yeah, that was overall very, very good. We got a +4 on somebody, too. So that was very beneficial. So I got those out. That's fine. These two are fine. So it's Barristan and Sarmenti that we can get up with 2 whiskey if we wanted to. Stress is usually easy. Stress is much easier to manage generally, yeah. 0, 0, 0. When is the new mode coming out? We don't know, Insanity. We just know it's coming out this year. We have no idea when that is, though. They've not given us any dates. We do know that it's coming to PlayStation in, what, June? June, July? One of the two of those? We can try... Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't have, because I think Who is it that has that low relationship? Robin and Boudica. Let's see if we can get them up. I was about to say, I think one of them is going to block it. Whole new game mode and the DLC with it. Yeah, we've got two. We've got a new update and a DLC. Safest to assume beginning of Q4. I would imagine somewhere along that time. Are you doing a 24-hour stream? Probably not a Sunday. Maybe I'll do a 12-hour stream. I don't know if I have what it takes to do 24-hour streams anymore. When the fall equinox matches with the infernal axis's rotation. That sounds very thematic. I'll take that. My guess is that it will come out in November. Kind of preemptive for the... aesthetic is what's blocking it. Probably a preemptive for the, like the holiday season. People have a bit more money to spend kind of deal. Well, I guess we can hold on to that for now. I think, so we have, what, one relationship that's 10% chance for negative. I think everything else is all positive. So we could try to focus on healing that up a bit more, but I don't think it's really worth it, honestly. So we're going up against Act 3. We do have some Shimmering Powders we've already found, so we're doing okay. With a streamer who looked miserable 24-hour stream, not the greatest viewing experience. Yeah, we'll have to see how it's all coming out, and hopefully there's a good level of PR that comes of it. So, Pouch of Light. Do we have Chalk Dust? No, we don't have access to any Chalk Dust or anything. That would have been pretty good. Additional healing received would be good, but Pouch of Light is a good stress heal. I don't know. Don't think movement's really going to be a problem. Some strength token generation. All right. Maybe some crit. Do we have anybody who could maybe use that to go up one? Maybe like on the cusp. Unfortunately, not in the right way. Oh, first month early. I'm doubtful it will because of the fact it's how big of an update it is. I'm assuming they'll probably try to package it as just a full update and not beta release it, but they might beta release it. I don't know. People enjoy it by virtue of being a new game mode. Generally, yes. You and 4 of your friends drive across America to Mount Rushmore. What's funny is I've done that. Not with 4 friends, but I did go on a road trip across the United States of America from Illinois all the way to the West Coast and back with a couple friends in my teenage years. So, I've done that. And we did stop at Mount Rushmore, so... Did I fight a giant heart inside of the mountain? No. No, I did not, unfortunately. I did fight some horrors beyond comprehension, mostly in the form of food in small towns in America that don't have great food in the Midwest. And that was pretty much it. All right, let's go ahead and go take this on. We're going into Sluice. Let's do this. I think those are both positive. Nice. We're definitely looking for some amorous procs if we can get them. Unfortunately, we just locked into the hopeful and respectful, which are good, but we won't get amorous on them now, so. Alas. I love the green tinge in the Sluice. Alright guys, if you've got some juice packs, now's the time to drink them.
Is swine country.
We love our juice packs here. I don't know, man. North Dakota is an interesting place. I'll say that much. You know who thinks about North Dakota? Nobody. People who live in North Dakota don't think about North Dakota. Swine cache right off the bat. Also looks like we picked up a sharpness charm just randomly. Peculiar pods are an interesting find for us. Yeah, we did get a minor sharpness charm there. I don't think that's particularly great. A peculiar pod is pretty good. Kind of like... It might almost be better than Greater Cleansing Sensor just to land the smoke screen. The other person would be Mana Arms. Right now he's really doing well with Price of Pride and whatnot, but... What's up, love? Did we get 2?
Yeah, the canceled order.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Hey Andy, how's it going? Well, we got 2 coffees for the price of 1 because the DoorDasher couldn't figure out that the Starbucks had moved to directly across the street even when we told him multiple times. So, yay! Oh, we also got more Shimmering Powders there. Very nice. That's a good find. All right, you know what we're gonna do here? We need to start dropping some stuff. I need to figure out. Fisherman's line is not like the most needed trinket in the world. It's fun when it lands, but it's not amazing. Neither is severed finger though. I would almost rather take severed finger.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
Because the bleed isn't something we're super reliant on, and we could probably get more value out of like Encore or something. We take off severed finger and we go for like peculiar pods here would be pretty good. This means that if he does, well, no, stun doesn't fall under debuff. But hey, Elias, how's it going? Thank you for the coffees, love. Sorry. This will help with his blind sticking, but that's about it, right? Like, that's the only thing that he's sticking with that is blind. This is just too good a combo. The question is, you know what? She can give herself regen. As much as I love Hint of Home, she can give herself regen. This might be better on Grave Robber. If she does get hit, she might give herself regen. Like, I don't know. Sure. Have fun doing chores. Don't be nice to me. Be mean and cruel. I'm kidding. Don't do that. All right. As far as excess stuff goes, I don't think we need the Kyrogen's mixing kit. Yeah, man, we don't. We also don't need the almanacs. The almanacs are really nice though if we can get them in the right region. How am I stacked up? I've got food barrels. Ah, okay. I was like, how am I stacked up here? Coffee isn't an... I'm actually surprised coffee isn't an item in this game either. That would be a pretty good item. Sorry, I know I'm sitting here and... Whoop. You got trapped. Hey, Forrest, how's it going? Welcome on in. Sitting here just staring at my inventory for too long. Okay, go ahead and drop that. Let's drop... Oop. I've got too many combat items. I'm still using the Fisherman's line.
Press onward.
We'll drop one scrap grenade. We'll drop the 2 laudanum. I can deal about laudanum. All right, this gets us going. All right. Be a plus speed in item? It would be. It would be pretty good. All right, we went right before, now we go left.
Travel without proper reconnaissance. A hasty and reckless thing indeed.
I can't get proper reconnaissance because it's the Sluice. All right, 1 brute, 1 skulker,
In crisis,
and 1
we can
devourer.
rely
Nothing
only on
crazy
each other.
here. So we'll go ahead and just blind the brute. Go left in the Sluice. I wonder if there is like any like like if they could get the data for like which direction people just generally go in the Sluice. It'd be pretty interesting, I think. We also have Vanquisher on Jester and on Grave Robber. That's kind of our other ambient healing option at this point. It's not amazing, but it is an option, so. So we have ended up in rank 1 with our Grave Robber, which is not great because we just took off Pirouette and Lunge off of her. But hey, we can go ahead and do Glint in the Dark. That operates just fine.
Are encouraging.
I should have done his other ability. I should have done Rampart. That would have actually given us the chance to stun. Let's go ahead and heal here.
A calculated generosity.
4 times you started. Yeah, if you end up like you could actually get lost in the region, like that'd be pretty interesting. Good dodge, good dodge. Thank you, thank you. Are we gonna stun him? There it is. What act is this and what paths? This is Act 3. It says right there. And the paths are the Knightsworn, Bulwark, Virtuoso, and Arsonist. Yeah, okay, we need to switch back Pirouette and Lunge and stuff. This team just ends up with her in this position too much, which is fine, but we just need to work with it.
And wanes.
we're getting a lot of glint value right now. Thankfully, we at least have an option up here.
Advantage.
There's a possibility this can stun with Fisherman's Line, but it's like, do we want to put our bets on that? We'll see. Oh my god. We're just absolutely cracked. We're absolutely, unbelievably cracked at this game. Never punished. I don't think I've ever been punished in my life, actually. I don't think that possibility exists. Fisherman's Line coming in absolutely clutch there.
A simple kindness.
Streamer luck? No. That was all skill. I don't have any luck. Gonna eat the corpse, probably. No, I went for a munch. I'm just that good at the game, yeah. We get a disease there? It's not what we need. Alright, so I was punished a little bit.
Timed.
Oozes is rough, man. It's not a disease that we want. We don't have a good way of dealing with the dot. He's always losing the first Thor check. Yeah. Alright, so Glint in the Dark is not the call. We should just switch back to what we had before. I know we wanted the heals, but I think we at least need Pirouette, I think. Because it seems we end up at the front fairly often. Based on this fact that this team all has like move forward options or like move back options, so. Yeah, Glint is one. Okay. Alright, fuck. I was trying to stop the stagecoach because I was like, oh, there's a likelihood that this is not something good for us. This could be pretty bad. And it is. Fuck. Oh, man. The shuffle isn't an issue with this team. The concern is, can we take on the Shambler? Oh, I can't run. Damn. Oof. The Cult of Maniac coming in. All right. We're forced into it. Cosmic Slayer and Lost in Time. Okay. Enemy ambush is actually kind of like fine on the Shambler fight, if you think about it. Stack with themselves? No, they don't. They do not stack. Oh, this is not good. At least we can use Hold the Line, but we're now locked in this position. So we now have Sergeant fucking Man-at-Arms over here.
Cunning. You may outwit them yet.
I mean, it's workable. It's just very annoying.
Deadly all the same.
How did it resist out of a crit?
Finish the work.
And even with the -5 speed debuff, that still managed to go before with a 3 speed. Oofda.
Lethality writ large. Well done.
Can I kill this? I can if I hit. Damn. I was trying to hit to get the Vanquisher prop, but... Yeah, I'll take that any day.
A breakthrough.
Gets me the heal, which is good.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors. A brilliant
Another crit
conclusion.
17. Man at Arms carrying from the back, dude. It's not going amazing, Maxwell, to say the least.
Darkness encroaches. Inexorable.
Thankfully, she has regen, but I don't have a way to heal her. I'm gonna have to hope this blind sticks and that the blind lands. Okay, hopeful is
In
nice.
crisis, we can rely only upon each other. Once again, teetering on that.
I have to
terrible
kill him here,
precipice.
otherwise we lose. Okay. Whew.
Though unpleasant in the extreme.
Well,
This work
hierarchy of
is noble
sights.
and
Yay!
necessary.
Ooh, I love this trinket. It's so good. Well, that was a fun fight.
The loathing abates.
Well. Yeah, really not the best trinket in the world, but that's fine. And we still got plenty more of this Sluice to go through. Sergeant won the game. Yeah, basically ran Sergeant Man-at-Arms there. Dude fucking...
The swine
the-
were first
oh,
reported
wow.
by denizens of a small hamlet nestled on the eastern coast.
Take that. Who's our fastest? Here you go, take that. Stress is like the least of my worries right now. Depending on what the options are for this. Oh. Ooh, candle interaction! Plus 100% heal for the whole team. Now that's a classic Darkest Dungeon, like, clutch moment right there. Absolutely never punished. I mean, we do have a skeever, so, like, we are being punished just a little bit. Nice stun resist. Go ahead and toss this here. Keep that guy back up here. Resists all around. Love that. Blind this guy.
A writ large.
Getting him back here will at least kill him, which is really good for us. This could stun. Nah, he resisted it. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to handle the stress, obviously. Like, that's a problem right now, but... Oh, man, that full heal came in absolutely at the right time. Rampart doing some gnarly damage because of Bloodthirsty. Let's just go ahead and kill... Oh, no, wait, that won't kill him. Oh, but Fisherman's Line will make him much less of an issue.
All problems
Get a nice little heal there, get a little stress there.
Even the big ones.
This will... Is this upgraded? No, it's not upgraded, so it won't heal stress. I'm feeling very Darkest Dungeon 1 right now with my stress. Like, I don't know why. This is very reminiscent of the original game for me. Just like, oh god, everybody's super stressed out. Yell at him aggressively. Look at him, he's scared. Soulful procs are nice. They don't really help us out, but they're nice. Arsonist, Bulwark, Virtuoso, and Nightsworn. Greater... This actually doesn't help us. Of all the dots, we don't want to lose bleed if we're going to have it. Hopeful... I wonder if those candle interactions do take into consideration what you need most at the moment. They do. They do, actually. They are more likely to give you, like, a high stress heal or a large heal, only if you need it. Like, your team has to be below a certain threshold. That's actually going to be super useful for us. We definitely are enjoying... Are we... Do we have, like, Kyrogen's kit or something? Like, no. Are we just getting restorative items? Okay, we could leave. An additional 2 stress and hurt 2 relationships. Yeah, generally you're gonna find those ones are more likely to proc when you need them. Okay. Ah, there we go. There's the uses. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's... You're stupid.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
I love when things go through dodge plus. It always, when they go through dodge, I don't care. When they go through dodge plus, I care about it.
But deadly all the same.
5 to 11. Same chance to crit. Go for it. Oh, wow. What a low roll. That sucks. Wow, that's actually going to cause a relationship to go down, so that's annoying. We'll go ahead and just fade to black this guy at least. Oh, that still caused a relationship to go down. I didn't see it pop up. Oh, I thought, whatever. It's fine. I mean, it's not, but, like, we'll deal with it. Little bleeds like this are generally okay for us. Good stress resist. Alright. We're getting our stress down, our health is okay, like we're not freaking out.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Scared the death is going to come. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, a little regen there, very nice. Hopefully this will stun. No, just a daze, but it is a crit, so. Get a heal here. Oh man, Fisherman's Line doing the stuff. Let's do this, get the heal back up, I guess. Kill here. Yeah, you can run it twice, but it won't proc twice, right? If they have,
all problems have their solutions.
Oh, right. You're saying,
the big ones.
yeah, you get two separate procs. You're right. If you're hitting somebody with Daze and combo of Rampart, yes, you do get the two separate procs. If rank equals 1, add positive. Relics inventory less than 25 minus 25%. I think this is actually better for how we're running our Jester than Severed Finger is, personally. In fact, we even took off the thing for Severed Finger and then never actually stopped using it, which is funny. Browsing Recorder may also be better than Hint of Home, but right now any healing I can get is pretty good. So we just have to be cautious about our inventory of relics now. I don't think it's really an issue, so. And Shambler fight was not on my list of things to do at this run today. But it just goes to show that this team is quite versatile.
Your path lies through them.
Yeah, we have so many relics.
They must fall.
It's if your relics is it right? Yeah, your relics have to be less than 25 for that to proc. But yeah. Would love to get rid of the uses, but I really don't have that option. Fortunately, this hits 2 people. We could take this one to actually help their relationship. Hurt the other one. That basically evens them out. If I take this, though... That one goes down. We'll take this one. I want to... You know, we're in the Sluice. You really should try to take the fights you get. Not taking the fights is just kind of a waste. Just gonna keep working on little bits of stress mitigation to get the team feeling good. You know, I don't have Hearthlight on. I probably should, maybe, but I guess we've got enough AoE cleave abilities. I'm not super worried about it. Not Shambler. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have a choice. That was one of the rare times where Quarks kind of force you into a Shambler fight. Not a particularly fun thing if you're really trying to avoid it.
Perhaps. In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
like Beastman's Caverns new Sluice-like region. I don't know if we're getting new regions. From what it sounds to me like is that the new factions are just going to be roaming factions within the different regions that we currently have.
Hold fast.
If they do get new regions, though, that'd be freaking cool. But something tells me that it's not the case, because we're pretty specific about how they're working on a new region for this game mode as a separate thing, so... Because it sounds to me like the new enemies aren't coming to this game mode. At least not with the update. Rampant mutation! We're managing our stress. We're not doing great with it. Let's take a little heal here while we can.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
Damn. 0 damage on that. Oh, that's gonna sting. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna hurt. Thankfully, she can deal with it, so we are gonna go ahead and use this, though. Feel that stress. Days here. Then we're gonna run and hide. Hey, August, how's it going? Welcome on in. He's most likely gonna do a cleave, so there's not much point in trying to, like... Oh, we didn't end up doing a cleave. Hey, a little bit of regen there.
From the abyss.
Can't complain about that. Jester doesn't really need it. Chicken sandwich, delicious. I feel like you had a chicken sandwich the other day. Encore may have been the better option there, honestly, but that's fine. Damn. Claws is helpful, but I was trying to get more heals here.
Fight through the fatigue. Persistence will overcome.
We actually have a really good amount of passive stun on this team between Fisherman's Line and Clenching Claws, and like Rampart as well and stuff. There's a lot of ways for us to just kind of stun a few enemies. Now, Fisherman's Line is inconsistent to say the least, but it definitely has saved us multiple times at this point. But we should consider what we want to take to the final boss, because Fisherman's Line is not going to help us against Obsession, right? So, current effects are reduced health, crit, and speed.
Rest tonight, under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Alright. Sluice region. Yeah, I would love to get another mini region. Ugh, come on, video game. Alright, Hypochondriac. Shit.
Everywhere.
I need a hospital.
Everywhere.
I really need a hospital. We done a lair yet? I can't recall if I've done one. I have not. So I need to consider lair fights in this. At this point, we kind of need to take one, so...
Repaired and refurbished. Ready for the leagues ahead.
I don't really know if this is the best fight for us to take. I also don't know if the baby's the best fight for us to take. We're not super reliant on Blight, but... this does guarantee a hospital as well. We just have to hope that it lines up with this, with the lair. I think we're gonna go for the baby. We can lock ourselves in with man at arms. We should just probably put him in rank 1 so that he can lock in. Downside is we don't have a almanac for this, so we're not getting the benefit of that, but...
For wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
You have 2 skull teas, which could be pretty good for us. Thin-blooded would be pretty good to get rid of, especially if we're going this direction.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Producing restorative items has been absolutely clutch for us, so I think we take this. Because we need those healing items as much as we can get right now. How are our relationships looking? We have the 115%. Everybody else is 0% or higher, so it's just 5% here, but that's not gonna happen, right? There'd be no way. We'll give her this now, and we gotta make it through this fight, so it's not any point in kind of playing or beating around the bush a bit. So who is it with? Robin. Alright, so those 2 are now best buddies forever. That leaves us with 1 5% relationship chance, which is Boudica and Sarmenti. We can't use that on them. I don't think we're even using Defender, so improvised strategy will probably save for the final region kind of thing. Please go down. There we go. All right, it's a good stress relief. Gave us some strength and dodge procs. Let's get some strength procs. Crit procs would be nice. Anything to increase our crit chance even just a little bit. So now she's got what, like plus 10% crit with a chance for a little bit more crit tokens or something. So hey, that's what happens when you get the skunk spray. Healing items are gonna be our friend here. We need them.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
Just increasing crit chance, anything that we can here. Can make it much more likely that she can crit, which is really strong. Does anybody need that stitching kit? Yes, actually. Nice little heal there. We need to get rid of anything else. Melophobic. Melophobic is probably worth getting rid of, honestly. Just because there's so many like positive things that tend to block that. Any relationships that we can get like to the next level with this book? +3, -1, possibly. I just can't do it on Audrey, which is unfortunate. +3 won't get us that anywhere. Maybe go with Robin and Sarmenti. Yeah, that gets into the next like level, so they're much higher chance. Hey, Mordecai. But it is not in the live build yet with the update. It is. What? Heard to have to unlock everything again since I haven't played in months, but it is. I'm confused. You don't have to unlock everything again. This update didn't like reset progress or anything. So if you had everything unlocked, you should still have everything unlocked. No. You should have it, your altar progress stayed the same. You just if your altar is fully unlocked, then you can start doing the rolls for new items and stuff.
Experience.
If it's not fully unlocked, then you'll just have to lock it all.
Of all.
All right, so great smoke screen, really beneficial there. Old Lion could be pretty good for us. Bellow could be pretty good for us. We should probably upgrade Fate to Black. That combo generation is really strong. From Dagger. No, let's not do that. Let's not take everybody's progress from them. That's not fun. Upgrade Dragonfly, sure. All right. I think we're feeling all right here. I guess we have money. Let's just give ourselves like more options here. Unyielding. Plus 10% death blow resist, which is nice, sure. Anything we can get that's going to help us out here is definitely something we should be paying attention to. Does clarifying poultices give us daze resist as well? I'm trying to think if daze is really something we're going to be super concerned about. 65 Shrines fun? Yeah, sure. Everybody has their own definition of fun. All right, this should be the last one. It gave him the stress. I'm not really worried about that. The additional strength procs and dodge, this is all good stuff for us. All right. I don't think we have anything else I want to use. Do we have any more items I'd like to buy? Pyrotechnic Dazzler, sure. Freak Fire, sure. All right, that should be it. That's as good a start as we're going to get. Let's go see if we can take on the baby here. Oh, man, there was a bounty hunter there. I did not pay attention. Backdraft, play out. 2 abilities I'm totally using on these characters. Cauterize will give dodge plus, stand fast will give dodge plus. Those are good. No reason to come back to that. Totally valid. That's what I'm hoping the new game mode will really help with, is giving people the reason to come back. Oh, good thing I have some money, because I need to get rid of hypochondria. All right, hospital's right off the cuff, so we're going that way. But I totally get the end game currently isn't amazing. I will say the candle update has made it much more enjoyable. The end game, it definitely feels like each run feels kind of more dynamic from the get-go, and it doesn't feel like I have to spend an hour and a half making a build happen. I kind of just get a build. I can kind of start with a bunch of items and figure out what's gonna work the best, which I think is really strong.
Even the worst habits can be overcome.
I don't know if we get rid of Lost in Time. It is annoying, but the speed is also very nice. I do think we get rid of Selfish though. I should also take a look at what we have here. Increasing stacking for bandages and restoratives is pretty nice. We are down our relics now, so our Jester will be doing less damage. But this medicine chest will actually be pretty good for us if we can stack up healing salves and whatnot. It won't be useful until the next area, but if I can take in a stack of 6 healing salve or something into an area, that's gonna be really useful. He does still have the oozes. That is a good catch. Thank you. Yep.
The treatment is harsh.
At this point, we just buy the rest of this stuff.
Effective.
We're gonna have to get those relics back. Jester's gonna be doing less damage. There's not much I can do about that. Whatever. It sucks, but he's not my primary damage dealer anyway. 80 Grave Robber, Man at Arms, Highlands right now, and it's a name team. What I found really fun, no matter how I switch the characters around, it'd be a name team. Grave Robber, Man at Arms. Yes, so that's the intro team, the team that you start with. They made sure that that team has a name no matter which way you do it. Those are the 4 heroes you start with. Isn't that special anymore? Was it space? I forgot it was. Yeah, plus 8 speed is Lost in Time. Lost in Space is the one that gives you stealth and stuff when you're stress damaged, but also shuffles you.
Tranquility awaits.
Yeah, Lost in Space is not super fun. Lost in Time, I enjoy. I actually find it to be a relatively good quirk. It has its moments where it'll pull a crit token off of you, and it's ugh, okay. The restorative item is going to be more powerful. We get 4 of them.
Abandoned or forgotten.
That is a strong item to have with this current team kind of dealio, so we'll take it. being that we
An
can't like
elementary
actually heal
problem.
ourselves.
Is it
All
not?
right, so we have to think that we want to go towards the lair, so we're gonna go left here. We are attempting to take on the baby. We will see how that goes. Hey, Uncanny, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hope everybody's having a really good weekend. Hey!
She
Sturdy
searches the dying
Antiquarian.
world
Not really
for
a
the
fight
keys
that
to
I
her
want.
own salvation.
Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Interesting, she went for nervous stab there. Doesn't normally see that at the beginning. But we will get a good amount of relics from this fight. That'll be nice. There's front mortar. Yeah, I was hoping the stun wouldn't stick, but alas. I was also hoping the blind would do something, but alas.
Accumulation.
Here we are. Oh, we got a stun there though, which is really good. Ooh, good kill.
Early results are encouraging.
Excellent start here. As far as these runs can go. Go ahead, we'll solo here just to put ourselves up front, get that crit token generating from the thingamadoo hickory bobber. Get the heal here.
Small foundation of trust.
Nice dodge, excellent. Alright, can we get the stun here? Through the dodge, excellent. Good stuff. Thankfully she can't heal them. Like, I'm glad that that's not something she can do. This guy's dead, right? Yeah. Now we start working back here. Ooh. Double dodge would have felt very nice there.
The smallest variable
2 down.
can make all the difference.
Daze here. Smart Daze, though. Going for the hero with the highest speed. Another good dodge there for us. Antiquarian fight is just a lot of, like, just an annoying fight in general.
More arrive, foolishly
Yo,
seeking
Potro
fortune
Bala
and
Kavala.
glory
Thank you very much for the follow. I
in this
appreciate
domain
it. Welcome on in.
of the damned.
We are already locked in this position, so there's not much point in doing it. We'll just go for the crush here, just to... Yeah, Flash Powder can remove stealth, yeah. Just go for the kill. Good crit. I should be checking what her crit chance is. I actually haven't seen with her. She has our +10 and everything, so...
A miscalculation.
Smoky
perhaps.
It's just it's a weird effect that comes from her incense whenever she gets like guarded and stuff. Whenever she like gets guarded and you hit the guarding person or hit her and the guarding person like blocks it, like her incense just like goes like the smoke effects go crazy. I don't know why.
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Yeah, she's got the good stuff in there, yeah. We do have Crocodilian, so we do need to make sure that we are moving the team like a lot. It is helpful to keep that damage up.
Well done.
Again, I didn't check her crit chance. Why Antiquarian so tanky? They need to give her some love, right?
Master stroke.
She's also sturdy, so she does have a lot of like additional health going on there. Oh, through the dodge plus. I'm sorry, Josephine. That was cruel. That was cruel and unusual punishment. Take the heal here.
One less obstacle in
Runaway's
our
over here like, who's this lady? Why are you guys all freaking out? She doesn't seem that crazy. All right, couple interesting trinkets here. If relics in inventory are greater, so we get additional health and damage if we have enough amount of relics. 75 being the cutoff here, which We have not enough of either, but I would gladly trade Hierarchy of Sights for that. Now, Greater Hail Drought. Now, that's interesting. I've actually got pretty good debuff resist here overall, too. Is it better than Hint of Home? I mean, it gives her... What is that, 5 more health? Hint of Home gives her some stuff, but it's not... I think we go for this. I think that seems to make more sense to me in my brain. I don't know if that's actually the best way of doing it, but... At this point, I'm just gonna drop this. We're gonna take the baubles. We need the money. It's like I really don't want to drop candles if I can avoid it, but we're kind of getting to that point where I might have to. I think overall that'll be good. If we get that many baubles and stuff, we can throw on the necklace, the carcinet if we wanted to. Let's check our combat items. Good, but. I don't know if we'll get to that point. We may just end up dropping it, honestly.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
A little late on the almanac there. I don't think I care too much about getting this much milk soak linen. Like, it's fine to have. I don't think we need it. We definitely don't need Brilliant Brew. Do we care about Ceremonial Drum? No, I'm gonna leave it. Alright, we go left here.
Is your coach prepared for the
I'm gonna
upcoming
switch these two.
obstruction?
I want to do that now, A, because we can totally deal with it, and B, because that way, hopefully, he gets locked up in rank 1 just from punching claws, and then we don't really have to worry about the hunger so much during the span of that fight. I guess we'll have to worry about it, but... who's going? Hatchman's guarded, so I'll just get this.
A breakthrough.
He's gonna get front mortared here, so I'm just gonna throw up the block now. He already has a gun. Okay, kind of a pointless guard there.
We can rely
Wow, that
only
was a heck of a
upon-
game. Damn. Go for the heal here.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Did we have the option for double barrel? Good crit. I'm just gonna move here. I don't want to, like, there's no point in attacking the pup. It's just gonna die, and we just hit the riposte for no reason. Go ahead and heal up here. Did I feed them food? I did. Okay. I was just making sure. I was like, oh. 26 damage with Vuln Strength. That's nutty. That is a lot of just regular damage without a crit, you know?
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Without purpose. Without purpose, wealth is worthless. Alright, thing in the corner. This could give us the new Grim Mask or the new Padlock. Heart-shaped Padlock. I don't really think I care for either of them. Oh, we did get Greater Wolf's Blood. Oh, man. I didn't realize that was a Greater Wolf's Blood. Oh, man. Speed is nice, man. Sure. Speed is very nice. I think we need to drop the Almanacs at this point. To choose a sound when I come in the stream? Yes, you do. You need to give me a sound. Yeah, this will give us some really good just opening team comps and all that fun stuff. All right. A thing in the corner, we can get Grim Mask, which can give us additional damage at low torch or stress resist on crit or stress on crit. This can give us a positive quirk. I don't really care for one that much right now. I don't want to roll Cosmic Slayer or anything. Let's just see what we get. Pacifist. God damn it. I just rolled off Pacifist earlier on him.
An artifact of unparalleled
So,
power.
this has a chance to give everybody stress and or give everybody stress resist. But right now we're at low torch almost. Well, right now it would be really good on her because if she crits, then she could potentially heal stress on the whole team. And then when we get low, she could do additional 40% damage. Like, is it better than Sharpness Charm in that sense, that it, like, is always doing something? Maybe. I'm probably going to drop the Carcinet. We're almost at the point where we get the additional health from Carcinet. Which, it would be better or as good as Hail Drought. But also, potentially, we could get the other stuff. I don't know, man. I got some good trinkets. They're just very situational, right? This kind of depends, like, how much money we're able to accumulate before we get to the lair fight and all that fun stuff. All of it adds up. Too many good trinkets is a problem. Sturdy Ghoul. Yay. Particularly the fight I'm hoping for right before going to a lair fight, but everybody say hi to Fred. We know we all hate Fred here. Dude, you're supposed to miss. Take the heal. Are good. They're helping with the stress. Skull Toss is not good. That's not helping with anything. Okay, so you won't do Howl for a little bit. Good crits. That's definitely keeping us feeling better. You should do... How? How can he not do Rend from back here? That's what I'm guessing it is. He can't do Rend, right?
What can we learn
Okay.
upon closer inspection?
Something I should know off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm doing this just to force him to use Rend. I don't get Skull Tossed again.
A brilliant conclusion.
Even with a crit, that didn't land. Alright. Cure off some stress here and some horror. that should be the last round of it for her, so we'll just get rid of it.
Bravo!
Another amazing crit. What if stealth ignored riposte? Do you mean if riposte ignored stealth?
Scavenge what you can.
Or do you mean like if she had
Be
stealth
off
that
once
she
more.
doesn't have to deal with, or that it let her ignore getting riposted? All right, right now this is as good as this. Technically speaking, this will do the same as both of these trinkets if we keep our baubles high enough, like our relics and baubles high enough. Which is kind of funny, if you think about it. Our torch is now super low, so this would give an additional plus 40% damage to whoever we put this on, but it would also potentially give us stress on the whole team. I don't know, man. I really like Price of Pride on him right now. It would give him a lot of additional damage. He just loses out on some tokens, but like, plus this with Bloodthirsty right now would just make him pretty nutty. And sorry, it's this it should be this way around. So now she gets the health and the damage. All right, we'll see how much damage our man-at-arms can do now. Are we going to the lair next? Is that next? No, Hoarder and then something else. We'll see. I do have to be careful. Zero Torch is not something you want on Despairing Flame. You will get or not Despairing Flame, Fragile Flame. You will get an ambush fight. So that's a thing that we might have to deal with if we're not careful. But he is Bloodthirsty with this. Like, he's going to be doing insane numbers. Not insane, but, like, very, very good numbers. His rings. I haven't seen his rings in quite a while. Be pretty funny. Yes. Bulwark. Alright, we do have a fight before the lair fight, so we'll get kind of an idea of how much damage he's doing right now. I am concerned that we are going to end up having an ambush fight at this rate. So, oh well. It's at his turn start, right? Oh, on turn end. It's...
A brilliant conclusion. Empowered, emboldened.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything crazy damage-wise. Why are we at 2 torch now? What the fuck happened? We were at 10 when we came into this fight. What?
Agony by accumulation.
I don't know. It's not doing any damage numbers that make me think that the risk of stress is
Cut
that
down these
worth it.
nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Well, the trinkets no longer are really path-based anymore, right? They're kind of built to be more usable on
All
anybody.
manner of
Hey,
diversion
Zeus,
and
or any
dalliance
path.
await
Thank you very much
those
for
who
the sub.
cross the threshold
9
with
months.
coin in hand.
Better name our baby. Like, I think the design philosophy has changed to be that way now, right? Where it's like, instead of it being about each path gets its own trinket, it's like each trinket can work on any path if you maneuver things correctly. All right, let's see. What do we want here? Holy water is good. Do we have any more holy water? Let's take a look at combat items. Combat items. I don't have any more holy water, but holy water is good. Mineral spring water will be fine. I guess I don't really need the fisherman's line right now. Like, the stun is nice, but it's unreliable. Maybe we just want the additional damage and we can give him a better combat item for now. Like, yes, the stun is there. It's a thing. It's quite nice, but like having some healing would also be quite nice as well. Just to be able to deal with whatever comes our way. Thank you for the hydrate. All right. Harvest Child. Let's see if we can take it on. We've beaten a Shambler with this team so far, so.
The landowner's manor.
Do you hear the child's cries?
It'll be fine. It will be. It should be fine. Two healing. Why? Fuck. Right. Despairing Flame. Or, fucking, this flame doesn't change the flame modifiers. Oh, no. We can't take this fight. All of our healing is half right now. I can't take it. We're gonna have to take the next lair fight. I forget that this one doesn't modify the flame.
Lethality writ large.
It won't let you spam hydrate. It has a cooldown.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
I would generally ask you don't spam anything, though. Yeah, there's no way we can realistically take this fight, right? Like,
Victory
minus 50. Basically, everybody has cholera right now.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
I mean, I'm still gonna take the fight on because I'm an idiot, but like... This is a terrible idea. I don't think we get any flame during this either. I think that should maybe be changed, is that like the flame should go up or something, or just the last region. I don't believe it is, no. I think we have one more region, but I also hate locking myself into a region like that, but it might be the right call, you know. Who knows? Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe we'll be okay.
Results are encouraging.
Empowered, emboldened.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? There you go, Andy. Yeah, see? What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Nothing bad could happen. Nothing bad ever happened to the Kennedys, right? So I think it'll be alright.
done.
Just need to do lots of those. Lots of that kind of damage, and we'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, 6 healing on that is definitely a little rough, to say the least. Good double miss, though. Appreciate that. Should take every little heal that I can get, every little trickle.
Obstacle in our path.
Absolutely, you just hit him harder. Why have they removed Crush Heal yet? I don't really understand what the idea behind Crush Heal was, besides like the idea of just having a tank that can, you know, self-sustain, but I don't know. I'm also not complaining about it right now, so. All right, what do we get? This is actually okay for us. Rancid Feast is not amazing for us, I will say. It's not the best one that we could get. But this will be fine, guys. We're gonna take on the baby. It's gonna be the easiest baby fight we ever had, bar none. Nothing bad could ever happen.
Pity those with a place
We're locked in place. Look at that. Hunger, already a moot point. I don't really think we need a taunt, if I'm entirely honest, but that's fine. Double hunger proc. I love that for that. Guess we'll take the heal. Price of Pride is gonna be very helpful for us. Okay, so because of the immobilize, we do not have to worry about the hunger proc doing anything. That's good. Besides just being annoying. I'm gonna keep that stress down.
A small foundation.
What's the crit
of
chance?
trust.
90% crit chance. Wow, okay. Okay. Excellent miss, thank you. Banana. Good job, baby. Let's do pirouette here. We gotta do damage, right? We gotta get those big old chunky hits. Unfortunate that we again are proccing hunger here, but that's kind of the point of this guy, is to be up here and eat the hunger. That was a very lucky hit. Okay, we didn't proc the hunger on the man arms there, so that's good. Okay. Nice little burn there, too. Love that. hell of a crit. Excellent. That probably wasn't the best call. Huh. I honestly didn't think hunger worked on encore turns. I don't know why I thought that, but it gets it out of the way, I guess. Because it's percentage based, I'm only able to deal that much damage. That's funny. But any heal is a heal, any damage is damage, so we take it. Hey, that basically mitigated that by half, right? So, kind of how we have to look at it.
Well done.
Got this. Oh, locked in place too. Excellent. GG.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
What flame is this? Hey, evidently this is the fragile flame. Oh, man.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
That went about as well as we probably could have hoped that that fight would go. Whew.
The loathing
Also, I didn't realize I didn't have my
foolishly
pass up.
seeking fortune and glory.
Harumi, thank you very
in
much
this
for the
domain
follow there.
of the
Appreciate it.
damned.
Let's see. We are running a Dead Eye, a Virtuoso, Arsonist, and Bulwark. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't have that turned on. Oh, okay. No, we've got one more region. All right, we have too much shit going on here right now. Now we got to figure out our shit. Let's take a look at combat items so I can stack up another one here. I can sort of cover 37 out of 28 spaces. All right, we just got to start dropping shit. Do we want to put? Okay, so we're actually getting the value out of this now. So we're getting both the damage and the relics and whatnot. So gain on crit heal too. This actually goes hard for us. We're about to get an ambush fight, by the way. She can now heal herself every time she crits, which is really nice. I think we're done with Fisherman's Line. I think Greater Hail Drought is just generally better for us, so I think we're going to drop that. We don't need that. Carved Toy. If Stealth, get crit token, apply on Hearthlight skills combo. This is really strong for us. I'm going to take this. Is there a skill that we could realistically replace Hearthlight? For Hearthlight, not really, but the Stealth alone is enough for us. What a Fragile Flame roll. We've got lowered crit, lowered health, and I can't remember what the other one is. Minus speed. We should keep the Sharpness Charm. That's going to be useful for us because this is eventually going to stop working, so we're definitely going to want that. I think we can drop Grim Mask at this point. Yeah, it's not the most fun rolls we've had, that's for sure. I'm going to drop that. We're on Act 3, so we will have an Exemplar at some point. We do need to keep that in mind. I'm going to keep the trophy. I'm going to drop the Almanac. How are we doing? I'm going to drop this single candle. That's fine. All right. We do have 15 torch. That's good. I don't know what we have coming up here, but this would at least stop us from getting minus 50% healing. Yeah, it can give you all sorts of nastiness. The flame is really, really rough. But hell, look how good we came out of that fight. Consider the fact we had minus 50% healing for that entire fight. This team crushed it. Absolutely crushed that. All right, Hoarder. So we can afford some stuff. Let's take a look. Again, let's take a look at our characters and see what we've got going on. Apply to attacker when missed. Crit token. Pick to the face skills plus 10% crit. Dead of Night skill plus 2 relics plus 1 bauble. It's a good way to generate wealth, but I don't think it does much else beyond that. I don't think any of these are particularly great. This is really good if we were running pick to the face, but we're not really, we're not doing that. So, that being said, we should drop the candle. We may want the glimmers at this point, which is weird to say. We'll probably drop that. And drop... let's drop the medicinal herbs. Right now, it's affecting our healing so much that this is actually worth it. So, I'm going to take that. And then we need to maybe consider taking some stuff for Final Fight. You know what? I'm going to take Holy Water. We're going to want that for the Exemplar, which is later, but we'll want that. Alright. We'll be fine here. Let's put Glimmer on somebody before I forget. Sure. The minus 33% healing is enough for me to be pretty miffed that I don't want it. We could also potentially roll it. Oh, there it is. All right. Ambush fight. Ugh, double fights here, which is not an enjoyable experience for us. We should be okay here. It's not the end of the world. It is just annoying as shit. Go ahead and use this. Get our flame up. That gets us out of the 50% reduction in healing, which is nice. I should have pulled the altar. Oh well. Weight of Worlds does kind of nerf us inadvertently, but something we can't deal with. Let's go ahead and try to stun this guy. Excellent. There we go. Every time she crits, she's gonna heal. That's huge for us. Hey, good morning, Ginger. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How's your how are your runs going? Have you had another attempt at Act 5 yet? Alright, he's stunned. He's stunned. Amazing, good, excellent stuff. We'll just go for... we'll do a little bit of damage here. We were locked in place there anyway, so... Oh, we stunned him again, absolutely destroying these guys. I feel bad for them, but not really. Getting stranded on the island 2 times. What's the luck? What's the chances? High enough, apparently. Dead. Okay, we do have to... I say dead. He will die, but the altar will be able to get off a heal here. How are these stuns coming from? So we're getting stuns from Clenching Claws, mostly. We did have Fisherman's Line at one point. We're no longer getting those stuns anymore. So that's just from them hitting the mana arms, and we're just getting lucky with the rolls. We do also have Rampart. Rampart is also stunning on combo, so... Yeah, there's the heal. Thankfully, it doesn't clear stun. I'm glad that that's not a thing, but it does. They definitely could have, like, added that in and been like, it just clears everything. Like, no thanks. Why can't we be friends, Octopus? Why can't we be friends? Oh, I should be using this every round, by the way. Now we're minus 20%. Damn, 3 damage.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
The taunt being very annoying on this act. That's a DC mesh strike there? Nah, thankfully not. Whoa!
No time to falter.
Wow! Look at all that health you have. Hey, get stunned again. By the way, if you didn't know, this is Darkest Dungeon 1. just in case you're curious. Deacon killed Mariner today over 43 crit and a burn 1. Love that. That's excellent. Unfortunate taunt here is unfortunate, but not that unfortunate, except this will potentially give us a Zoic end. So, we have to really hope that we can kill this thing. That execution was unexpected. There we go. Alright. And we get nothing from that fight except for some torchlight.
The past is gone.
But that is good for us, because then we'll go in with additional healing now, so... Well, we don't get any... we actually get more healing from skills because of the torch on this one, so... That's actually pretty good. So now we can swap off the Glimmer. I don't really need the Glimmer anymore. And... Going up against... It's probably going to be a Cardinal fight, right? So... Let's have to deal with it. Yeah, we didn't get our Azoics ended or our ends Azoics. Whichever way you want to describe that, we didn't get it, you know. This is an Exemplar, right? Nope, it is Mr. Cardinal. Mr. Cardinal! Cardinal, my sins. Ba 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 da 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 da. Alright.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Blood commune. I am communing with blood. Try to blind here. Okay. Hopefully my vessel doesn't get hollowed too bad. Good miss, thank you. Just gonna end up with a taunt here. That's how it works. Bone weaving. My bones, they've been weaved.
This road cannot be walked alone.
Just getting the additional burn here. Just to get these guys out of the game as quickly as possible so we don't end up with worship tokens that we don't want to deal with. We are probably going to get our ends hollowed here. That's fine. Or our vessels hollowed here, whatever you want to call it. And now... This is okay. Alright. Don't have to worry about exaltation now, so that's good. Nice little heal. Go ahead and heal here. Big old 13. Gives us the dodge +2, which is nice. Oh my god, there's another ability it can do? I did not know. I didn't know it could do that.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Oh yeah, that 2 heal is very nice. Should be a miss, thank you. Take a little heal here. Oh, that Cosmic Slayer is coming in clutch, man. Ooh, boy. All right. Idle Thought. I'm good, thanks. I don't really need it. But I will take large, copious amounts of money and stuff. Because I want them. I want them now. What do I want them in lieu of? That. And probably that, since we're not running Fisherman's Line anymore. All right. Hi, I like you. Hi, Faye. I like you too. How's it going? Welcome on in. Good to see you, Faye. Hope you're doing well. Well, swell, and all things dwell. I don't know. Hi, I like you. I'm Artie. Well, hi, Artie. Man, I was about to say I'm almost out of coffee, except for the fact that we got 2 coffees for the price of 1 because people are silly. In this case, it was silly in our favor. Oh yeah, for those of you who are curious about the upcoming... So for those of you who are new here, by the way, we had a community goal recently where I said if I got a certain number of subs, I would do a Lewd Mods Darkest Dungeon 1 stream, where we'll get a bunch of lewd and probably more than lewd mods for Darkest Dungeon 1, and we'll stream it on OnlyFans, because that's the only place I can legally stream that. Well, the OnlyFans account is being made. I have to get it authenticated, which there's a high level authentication that you have to go through to create an OnlyFans account, which makes sense, because they obviously don't want minors or people who shouldn't be or are unable to make that kind of content on their website. But things like, gotta post like pictures of my, I have to like get pictures of my face and then post it like with my driver's license and like a bunch of other stuff. It's like, oh, okay, so that way they could, it's like, you can't fake it. At least not easily. So, that'll take 72 hours to get validated. We have rolled a bounty hunter every single one of these. Hey, Brent, how's it going? Supposed to believe you didn't already have an OnlyFans? I did actually, to subscribe to my significant otter. But I lost the information for it, and I can't remember, because I think I made it, and I made like a burner email, because I was like, oh, it's going to be attached to my email address, and like, I don't care anymore. So I wanted to make one that was actually like Britishbrat, and not just like user 46728 at burneremail.com. Normalizing OnlyFans is not okay. Sex work is work, and it is totally okay to normalize it. And if you disagree with that, hey, you're allowed to disagree with that, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not normal. It's okay. All right. Let's see where we're... Ooh, foreclosure notice. If stealth plus 20% damage. Shadow Fade skill removes all negative tokens. Less healing received if... Foreclosure notice is nice, man. We did get rancid feast from that, which like isn't amazing. Let's just be honest.
The next stop is the way. Plan accordingly.
But we'll survive with it, I guess. I also would like to take this over that.
Reconfigure. Meet each challenge on its own terms.
Because being able to stack and get restorative items is going to be very potent for us. Yeah, most well known for OnlyFans itself. There's a lot of OnlyFans content that is not sexual in nature. For OnlyFans account, how would I go about doing that? You're going to have to do that research on yourself, because I cannot advocate for OnlyFans here technically, because it is against Twitch terms of service, and I don't want to get banned. Yeah, Phantophobic would be great to get rid of, huh? Let's go ahead and do that. No more... I did get rid of Bon Viv, which is fine. Like, Bon Viv is nice. It's not, like, a necessity or anything. Most of our relationships are pretty much out of the woods, like the woods anyway, or the thick of the woods, or whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead. We've got one relationship here I can get up, which is Boudica and Barristan. Go ahead and do that. One thing I've learned, and this is something I think is a good piece of advice for new players, is, especially when it comes to relationship items, buy one item at a time. Don't buy all of them and then just spam them all, because you need to kind of adapt to like what the roles are. And I used to do that where I'd like buy like all the whiskey and everything, and then it's like, you know what? A lot of times the rolls would just go sour, and I'd end up in a pretty rough situation. Or something like that, you know. Now, guaranteed items are always fine, generally speaking, because, like, they're not going to hurt you. But, so Sarmenti and Boudica. But sometimes you get lucky and you get, like, a double roll, and you don't need to buy the second item, right? So it's like, oh, shoot, I spent 8 relics where I could have used that on something else.
A lesson.
Like, yeah, they also, yeah, you also end up rolling, like, negative quirks that you didn't realize you rolled a lot. And then you're like, oh, crud, and you bought, like, 6 books of rousing tunes or something, or, you know, Songs of Durgis, and you're like, oh, they're all borked. So I can buy a whiskey bottle here, and that would get these two. If it goes positive, it should get them out. If it doesn't go positive, then it's fine. It doesn't get them, it doesn't hurt them, right? They stay in the same bracket. So Barristan and Sarmenti. Yeah, see? That lowered them down, but they stayed at the 10%, so I'm not super worried about it. We've decided we should go for the Sprawl. There's more Candles of Hope here. We have to visit 2 Oblivion's ingresses. So we have to fight 2 cultist fights. Absolutely fine with that.
Another inferno of mutilation and madness.
Let's take the stale bread and the apples and cheese. Oh, we didn't need the stale bread, actually. We had enough. I didn't pay attention to that. That's fine. Everybody's fed, which is lovely-doubly. Honestly, I'm taking glimmers here. Why? Because I'm realizing just how negative this torch is when it's at low light. And it's really not something I want to deal with. In fact, Iron Brazier might be a good option for us here, purely because of the fact that the torchlight going down is so negative on this particular torch, right? The minus 50% heal is like detrimental. Also, now I need to think about trinkets.
Teacher of all.
Oop, I hit something that caused that to come up. Because this one is now only doing the additional health. We are not getting the additional damage. That's fine. But I think the heal is better than it. Like, the crit chance is super high, and so, like, the crit damage is, like, very, very good regardless. This one we can kind of play back and forth as we, like, pick stuff up. It is what it is. But let's go ahead and get some upgrades here. Sure, we'll increase the amount of health that we get from Crush.
Will the real Slim Shady
Hey,
please
Slim, how you
stand up?
doing, bud? The healing we get from Cauterize will be useful. Maybe not so useful in this area. We do have to be cautious because we are going to the Sprawl, so, you know, keep that in mind. Let's upgrade Flashing Daggers. We've gotten a lot of value out of Flashing Daggers. Let's get some actual damage out of it now. No, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We're having a good time. We're cruising. Stream's going well. Can't complain. To actually see how my YouTube video is doing right now. Which, by the way, if you're not over on YouTube, you should go over to YouTube because you can catch any streams that you miss. That video is doing pretty well. Oh yeah, the video is doing very well. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. All right. I think we're good here. We could buy some additional, maybe get some soothing poultices. Yeah, why not? Let's, you know. I very rarely do this where I actually like buy items that are useful in the region that we're going to, but it's like, why shouldn't I? If I give this to him, now he's like, you know, 50-50 is much better than what we had. We give everybody a 50-50. It makes it much harder to burn these guys, and that's good. We're gonna keep the restorative items. I don't really think we need to worry about the, you know what? I'm going to use these only because of pit fighters, and I really don't want to get dazed too much if I can avoid it. Older videos on YouTube recently, I got mildly spooked when you said hi to me. I have a pretty vivid memory of doing that somewhat recently, where I used to watch one of my favorite Darkest Dungeon streamers. His name's Adam vs. Everything. Very good content creator. If you like RimWorld, he's now a very big RimWorld creator. But I used to go to sleep every night watching his, like, you know, deathless, darkest, torturous, no death, no torch, you know, whatever, all bosses run of Darkest Dungeon. That used to be like, I just pull out an episode and watch it. It's, you know, 3 hours long, so I could fall asleep to it. And I almost had to stop it because I had watched that whole series when he'd done it live, and every now and again I would wake up because I would hear him say, "Hey, Britishbrat," and I would like wake up and I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh," and I'd see like my name in chat, like, "Oh, okay," and I'd go back to sleep. Like, so I'd wake up multiple times during the night because I was like, "Hey, Britishbrat," or I'd like resub, be like, "Thanks for subscribing, Britishbrat." And I'm like, "Oh God." Yeah, it's a good series. Yeah, Adam isn't who got me into Darkest Dungeon 1, but Adam is who got me to enjoy Darkest Dungeon 1, because when I first picked up the game, and I have a YouTube video about this where I like talk about my story in Darkest Dungeon and how Darkest Dungeon changed my life. But when I first picked it up, I hated the game because I didn't understand it, and I thought it was stupid, and it was cruel, and it was mean, and it was like, it's bad game stuff. And then I started watching Adam's series on it later, a couple months after I put it down, and I was like, oh, now I kind of understand the game and some of the mechanics, and then I picked it back up and fell in love with it, because I was like, oh, it helps when I kind of know the basics and like how these things work or whatever. Ooh, we got an Amherst proc. Standfast will heal. Excellent. Love that for us. Some stress reduction, some more stress reduction. Poison dart we're not using. Lots of stress reduction, good. Yeah, Adam still creates a lot of good content. I'm just not a big RimWorld fan. That's a game that I really can't get behind. Not because I think it's a bad game, but I do not do well with like simulation games like that, like top down kind of like it's too hard on my head. Too much to keep track of. He revolutionized the game. He did do a lot of things that like changed some aspects of it. Like he's definitely had impact on the game's development. So there are only 2 Oblivion's ingresses. If I want foreclosure notice, I'm gonna have to go here, and then I have to go to the right. Well, I don't have to. I guess I can end up on any of these nodes. I just end up having to go to that hoarder. Torches to be a thing in DD2 as well. I'm glad that it is a thing, just now there's only 2 torches that it's not a thing. This happening being one of them. I definitely like that they changed it and made it like a part of the game. It does feel like there's a whole part of the game now that I get to experience that I didn't get to experience before. I can understand why they don't want people to snuff the torch. I do understand that. I just think they need to add an item that, like a combat item that is the opposite of Glimmer of Hope that you can get that then lets you snuff the torch. Personally, I think that would fix like both their like people being like, I understand why they don't want it, and also like oh man, we don't even have the relics for this anymore. So this is now a dead trinket, right? We're not getting the health or anything from this. We're just gonna toss that on. There's no reason for us to have that with what it's doing. So once we get the relics and the baubles, we'll go ahead and toss that back in. Pop you on Twitch. I think challenge modes definitely did. Even like something as simple as this has made the game more popular. Even this is something I disliked, but now I'm playing the torches, and I dislike the torches generally. But this is like this with a reward is making me want to do it, even though I don't really like them that much. But like it's fine. I think that's a much better way of having done it. And a lot of people are like trying to do it. Like it's a pretty intense challenge to do. A lot of gameplay to go into. Like people who have that stagecoach skin, and my goal is to get it before Kingdoms comes out, because I think it'll be a really nice like way to be like, hey, look, I'm actually like, I am a really good player of this game. I've done a lot with it. Like, you know, the torches definitely do need reworks. There's a basis of really good stuff there. It's just not there yet. But I think it can be pushed to the side for now. I'd rather they just focus on Kingdoms and on path or hero balance. That's what needs work right now. Not other stuff. Take this torch. It is a symbol of hope. Be careful with it. Snuffs it out immediately to get money. Yeah. Yeah, and I think there is a level of, like, understanding why it's not just, like, a thing that you can just, like, push down and up and down and up and down and up. In DD1, it made more sense because it was quite literally physically a torch that you carry with you. I think it's more symbolic in this of, like, hey, it's, like, it's, you know, it's hope, and, like, we need to understand that. Oh, look, Rancid Feast doing the work here. Reinvigorated my interest and tanked my win rate. Hell yeah. As it should.
Bravo.
We have a lot of decent ambient heals right now, which I'm really enjoying, so this is good. I will say, yeah, there it is. I was about to say, we're about to get fucked by this, aren't we? Eight, yeah, those guys are dead. Actually, all of these guys are fucking dead. Actually, no, they're not. This guy right here is not dead. Why do you hate me, Buttspot? Why am I the target of your schemes? I always wonder, I don't think it's actually the case, but it'd be funny if it was, like, where, like, there's, like, a few users that it just latches onto. Or, like, if I, the streamer, could maybe control that to a degree and be like,
Well done.
make it so, ooh, crit heal there, very nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful of Rancid Feast. It is a dangerous trophy. It's actually kind of crazy on Act 3. because that boss is generally so weak to blight. And it will actually very much help with the first phase, like just tanking them down, like ticking them all down. Every time they hit, they'll like stack another blight against them, or at least proc another blight attempt. Because yeah, it's 100% chance when they can resist it, but it will proc every time, right? Only a 1 in 3 chance to proc on the player, so. But of our lower healing options here, like this is why Vanquisher. Oh, we rolled off Vanquisher on her. We do have to be cautious about that. Vanquisher is very potent. We might actually need to try to find a hospital. I would lock in Vanquisher on this. This gives us a decent buff. We'll take the buff. We're gonna need it in this area. Oh, fuck off. The yips! Oh, fucking god damn it, video game. At least it's only round start. Stupid game. Yep. Stop fucking Alpha.
Indeed, to profit in destruction.
I'm in the middle of rewatching Korra right now. I have learned that I appreciate Korra a lot more as I'm older than I did when I was younger. It's definitely not as good as Atla, but it is good. Misses also proc it. I didn't know that. A lot of people say that. I mean, I do think it just generally suffers from the fact that it was only greenlit season per season, right? So they kind of had to create a whole story in one season every single time. That does not bode well for the longevity of that series. Like, there's elements that are bad in it, but overall, I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. Yeah, season 2 is definitely the worst. Absolutely. That season tries to be way too many things. Season 3 is very good. Actually, season 1 is very good too. I think season 1 shows how they did a very good job of it was supposed to be just one season. It had a good plot. It was it kind of closed out the loop of at learning all the different bending skills, because it was the only one where the Avatar had to learn airbending, right? So, but then season 2 was like, what the fuck is going on here? There's a civil war, but also spirits, but also nope, we're back to the civil war. Wait, what's happening? Huh? I like season 3 too. I think season 3 has the best enemies. I think the Red Lotus are definitely really, really interesting. It gets very serious in that season where it's oh shit, these are some really, these are radicals, right? Everyone else is much more. I don't think so. I think Korra's story is really interesting. Definitely deals with a lot of really human emotion of PTSD and having to overcome a lot of expectations and whatnot. I think she's just very human. Habu was the main character. Absolutely agree.
Reality comes asunder before
they definitely spent too much time with the whole love triangle thing. That part I'm I don't need. But they're also fucking teenagers, right? They're 17, 18 years old. They're teenagers. There's gonna be a love triangle. That's how it works when you hang out with a bunch of teenagers for a long period of time. Anybody who's been in high school could probably tell you that that's the truth. Anyway, overall, I definitely don't think it's as good as Atla. I think Atla is very close to being perfection when it comes to storytelling and as a series and whatnot. But I do think it's very good. Yeah, it was a pretty normal love triangle, yeah. I just generally, I kind of like the enemies more besides season 2, the bad guys in Korra a lot more than I like them in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, Avatar: The Last Airbender is very much it's the big bad, right? You have the big bad guy, he is evil. There is no if, ands, or buts. This guy is evil. Korra's a lot more like, okay, there's bad guys, but like, man, there's some decent points here. Like, ooh, what do I say to that? Like, this guy's making some sense. Huh? How do I deal with that? The stun meta here is great. Excellent. Go ahead and just knock all that out of the way. But I'm definitely enjoying it. As in, according until the final boss was Neon Genesis event. Yeah, the final boss. I mean, I get like I'm not a huge fan of the design of the final boss, like final enemy in that. Like Kuvera's like mech. But it's also like not the most absurd thing in the world in that series. Like in a world where there's giant spirit battles, it's better than the kaiju fight in season 2, right?
Collaboration confers advantage.
The giant Korra and whatever the other guy's name, the evil spirit anti-Avatar fight in season 2 was definitely like at least the kaiju fight was like built up as like, yeah, this is the progress of technology, or the final robot fight was like, this is technology and progress and stuff. Like, I can, in the world of Avatar, I'm like, okay, this seems like it could be a thing. Like, the technology's all a little, like, crazy when you think about it. But, yeah, it was definitely a weird choice. They could have gone with, like, tanks, They could have gone with, like, we have this laser thing that we're putting on tanks, and these can blow shit up. The steampunk ninjas were pretty awesome, though. I agree, yeah. Guys, I think overall they did fine with it. I think they suffered, like I said, from it just being the reality that they were only greenlit one season at a time, and they have to come up with a beginning, middle, and end for every season, instead of it being kind of like a beginning and middle with a little bit of an end at each season, but it leading into the next one.
Excellent work.
Errors only exist to be destroyed. I mean, this is true. I don't know, I'm excited for the movie, not the movie. They're making like a adult Avatar with the original creators animated series. That should be okay, I'm hoping. Kind of like might get to see some Sokka and stuff actually outside of where we see them now. They tried to humanize Kuvera. I mean, I think it's good to humanize villains. I think it tells a more compelling story. I just think that they didn't know how to go about doing that in a way that was, like, smart with Kuvera. Like, she's a dictator, right? Like, she's a tyrant. I think they definitely were fine to be like, hey, like, she's a tyrant that, like, started because of this. And, like, good intentions turned sour. But then at the end, it was like, no, she's a bad person. Like, we don't need to be like, oh, no, she's fine. Everything's okay. Like, no. No, she's bad. And it's okay that she's bad. So, do I need the hospital? I think the hospital is probably a higher priority, right?
The route will exact the toll.
Yeah, like, it was a tyrant. Like, she was a dictator and all that. Like, again, she may have started off being, like, good intentions, and I think that's a good lesson for kids to learn, is that, like, the best intentions can lead to the worst situations, but also, like, we don't need to, like, be like, oh no, at the end, like, she's just a person and she's struggling. Zahir, I think Zahir is probably one of the best villains in the whole of the Avatar series, both of them. Very strong with, like, the whole philosophical, like, idea where it was like, you know, the ideology might be sound, but the actions taken don't justify the ideology, right? the whole idea behind the Red Lotus was that it was an extremist group, right? And I think I think a lot of it boils down to, like, is it teaching kids a decent lesson? And I think that they, as villains, probably were good at teaching kind of older kids, like, the lesson behind, like, being radicalized. And Amon is the same thing. Amon's a very similar character. I think Amon's a bit more a bit more, not understandable, but or easier to understand, because Zahir was very, like, philosophical. All about change and, like, New World Order and stuff.
We need not be defined by our shortcomings.
I've got to take off that. Oh, do we want to lock in something here? Yeah.
Strength comes in many forms.
Amon. Hey, Gonzalez, how's it going? Among Us? Never really got into playing Among Us. Try so hard. I mean, again, I think there's a level of, like, they need to make it very apparent, because the audience is not people in their 20s. The audience was, like, young teenagers who maybe don't have the ability to understand the imagery as easily as, or the concepts as easily as people who have seen it or, you know, grown up with those kinds of things being put in their face a lot more. That's generally when I look at kid shows and I go, man, they made this, like, it's so blatant, it's almost too blatant. And it's like, yeah, but also, like, I'm not the target audience of this. We do need to take the cultist fight. Do we want to take fight and then armor cultist fight? Yeah, sure. Main characters even question there's a grain of reason to their movement. Yeah. I mean, really the biggest discussion of that was with this is a lovely image,
Your
right?
collection can wait. Press
With
onward.
God, what's her name? With the girl's father, right? Like, that's really the most, like, they delve into it. And there's, like,
The vestiges of an invading army, scattered and lost.
I didn't even think about this.
Land.
You're right, though. They don't delve into it enough about, like, the average person's, like, reasoning for this. They kind of talk about, like, the whole, like, bender versus, you know, benders are taking advantage of non-benders or, like, controlling them. Hey, Nave, how's it going? But yeah, they could have delved into it more, for sure. Because it kind of gets ruined when you, like, they just kind of talk about Amon's backstory and you realize that he's just, like, a child of trauma. Like, I honestly think he could have they could have done better of a story where it's, like, he was a bender of a bender family. And, like, they maybe, like, radicalized him against his own bending. Instead of it being like, oh no, his dad's, like, a powerful bloodbender dude. Like, I don't know, that part of the story was like, why do we need this? I think there might have been a better, like, background to, like, why this guy doesn't like benders. You know, like, self-loathing and stuff like that. Could have been a more just enjoyable way of dealing with that.
Stupendous.
Here comes the boy.
This is no time to falter.
Should have done on him. I don't know why I didn't do it on him. Might as well get a 12 heal out of this. Like, the Avatar shenanigans restoring bending was kind of goofy. Like, you mean after they, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think again, I think that's them suffering from needing to create a nice, clean ending to a series that they didn't know was going to be greenlit. More than that. That's, yeah. Oh, Standfast heals. Hell yeah.
A slow dissection.
Power could have healed it. I mean, the implication was that the bloodbending was like way beyond anything that anybody had seen before, right? But yeah. Honestly, I don't know why they couldn't have made him an energy bender. Like, it's the idea that like only the avatar could energy bend, I think is a little flimsy. I think they could have definitely done like a, yeah, no other, like she hasn't crit once, by the way, which is really fucking not helping us at this point. There's also that, right? Yeah. Did she actively practice bloodbending? She seemed very abhorrent, like abhorred against the idea of doing it during the whole part that was in the series about that.
Malaise.
They were definitely like much stronger than Katara had ever been about bloodbending. Like, they had psychic bloodbending abilities, right? Again, I don't know if that justifies it. I think, again, if a lot of it's just, you know, you gotta create a story, but... She bloodbend Atlas? She does, yeah. She does it a few times.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Hopes for kingdoms? I have a few. I talked about them in my video I posted about it. I have a few things that I hope that it's gonna be. I don't really know what the end result's gonna look like, but I'm just hoping it's much more of a kind of a rapid gameplay loop where you can kind of, maybe there's like an overarching, like it sounds to me like a board game, right? Where it's gonna be kind of like an overarching like length that you have in Confines is gonna be like small, medium, long like runs where there's like small, or you can kind of just like go to a tile, do some fights, you know, maybe, you know, make some progress, and then you can put it down and come back to it again later. But that's kind of my hope for it. I don't know if that's what it's gonna really look out to be. Is this the alligator pet? It is, yeah.
An interminable.
I'd say overall we came out of this pretty well. We roll Vanquisher here. Is there another ambient healing potential? Galia. Ooh, man. Price of Pride is very, very, very good. This is better, in my opinion. The Block Plus is definitely, we're gonna miss out on that Block Plus generation, but we can upgrade Standfast and generate Block Plus ourselves, right? So I think, especially for Act 3, like this is gonna be a really potent way for us to just deal with it. I get Galia for Chaplain one day. Definitely would go freaking hard on Chaplain. Let's check our combat items, huh? How's our torch looking? I can't tell. Not from this screen. I can tell from the next screen, though. 91, we're fine. Yep. That's Secarus, yeah. For Ladyship. Please. Damn it. Alright, well, this is the downside to Clenching Claws. We have had this happen quite a few, or twice now. Thankfully, he can still attack from back there, so it's not the biggest deal breaker in the world. It's just annoying, to say the least.
Agony by accumulation.
Lovely crit.
Victory supposes strategy. Press on.
This is where I messed up last time, as I went straight into doing damage. I should have gone for the yell at the beginning, because now he hasn't locked himself in. So now we know that we're good for him to push himself forward and get back out of position. Good. Okay. Dead. Dodge it. Damn it. Okay, the bleed is actually potent for us. We can take full advantage of that. Get a nice heal from that. Actually, run and hide was probably the better option there, instead of using the bleed, but that's fine.
The
There we
slow
go.
suffering begins.
Yeah, I hope that when they rework his pass that
slow
they make Sergeant
dissection.
more like a fully functioning.
An
They
unavoidable
obviously
end.
have not shied away if the newer, like with Crusader, for example, with the idea of like making abilities work from different positions on different paths, which I think is a really fun way of doing stuff. So I think they could definitely have some fun with that. Oh, we've not been critting like at all with her, which is kind of I guess you know what the reason is because we don't have the plus 10 and 2 crit anymore. I got used to that. Forgot we had that. I would definitely do it. That was an unnecessary kill, but it does get us a heal, so
work
I guess
continues.
that was not unnecessary. Vanquisher with the General's Dream Trophy and also the Carrion Eater Pet. If you can get that combination, that makes killing corpses one of the absolute best things you can do for a hero. You get like a huge heal and a bunch of crit.
Well done.
Grave Robber's gonna kill her ladyship,
A calculated
No, she won't.
generosity,
but that's fine.
but a welcome one nonetheless.
So she doesn't, no execution here, but the crit does heal her, so that's nice. But
Measure out
you made a
your
video about it.
violence.
It's a
and
crazy
apply it
combination.
judiciously.
One day I'll get some good use out of Carrion Eater, I'm sure. This is a really annoying fight to get honestly. Just go ahead and stand fast here. It gives us a little heal too. This is definitely a run and hide moment. Fuck me, that's annoying. Hollow Vessel. We have Hollow Vessel at home, honey.
You have Hollow Knight at home, honey.
We do have Hollow Knight at home. Hi, love.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. I know. Be a Celeste speedrunner professional real soon. Nice. This team has a lot of ambient healing, which is interesting. Definitely a different way of dealing with healing.
The slow suffering begins.
That's 6 blight, purely from just surviving this long. And hitting that many enemies. Interesting. That was an interesting fight.
Amidst the spoils, an artifact of unparalleled power.
Sacrificial Host is not terrible right now. But is it better than anything we have? If anything, I'd throw it on, like... No, it's not. It would maybe be okay on, like, Mana Arms if we really wanted him to just not be getting the Blight. And if anything, I should have gotten Impermeable Poultices and stacked up on them. Once I realized I had this trophy, I should be trying to find those, honestly. If we still can. Where are we going? We've got to take the other Oblivion's Ingress, right? That's, like, the whole point. We want
devices may be
Foreclosure
crude,
Notice.
but promise of
Because that's going to
trust
give
all the
us
same.
some good benefits, right? Do we actually care about it that much? Yeah, because you get the plus 20% stealth, like damage while stealth, and she's going to be stealth a lot. So you get more benefits from this. Shadow Fade is whatever. I mean, honestly, actually, No, I don't really care about this. Like, Greater Sharpness Charm just gives her 20% damage all the time. She doesn't need to be stealth for it. Like, yeah, we're gonna have her stealth anyway, but it's... I guess I could have both of them on. I could have that plus Sharpness Charm if I really wanted to. Oh, hello. Wait a second. This is big. If... Well, I can't afford both. If I could afford both of those, that'd be huge. Dodge generation is very nice. We have the speed for it. We do have the speed for it. We can we do have a stimulating poultice as well. Enlightening element gives us dodge. Dodge is just another way to deal with the continuous token generate, or like the nastiness that is. Yeah, it's better than Busker's Hall, that's for sure. All right, we're taking it. At this point, I think we just go ahead and drop Clarifying Carcinet. It's nice. I don't think it's really doing anything for us. Yeah. Now we are stacked out. The fire resistance? I don't think we really need fire resistance, right? Yeah, if we're going up against Act 2, I'd definitely grab some fire resistance. We got 4. Oh, those stack, huh? Stimulant stacking is pretty potent as well. That's a lot of damage that we get out of that.
The beautiful
Stimulants counting as restorative items probably shouldn't be the case, like, I'm entirely honest. It seems a little bit overtuned. Enfeebling miasma. Enfeebled these. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull him. This gets him in a much better spot for us. Blinding them. We'll just blind one of the guys up front. Also gives us some stun options. And excellent. Oh, there's Galia going off. Hell yeah. Forgot about that. Oh, look, it's Harold. Hi. Oh, are we calling him Harold? That's a great name for him. Did he just stun himself? Excellent. Well, he didn't stun himself, but he... Wait, no, did he? Did he do yeah, he took the stun token. That's what he did. Okay, I was like, wait, what? That's pretty hilarious when they do that.
Bravo!
And a flag at home. Yeah, exactly. I think this team has definitely got this. I think we're in a pretty good position. We got a lot of stealth generation. We've got 3 stacks of shimmering powders. We've got abilities to self-heal. You know, I think we're feeling all right.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
And someone you shove into a locker would have, which is very fitting for this fucking nerd. Hey, I played the tuba, all right? I never got shoved into a locker though, because the tuba was too big to go into the locker, so you couldn't really get. It's really hard. The logistics were just kind of it's a lot, you know. Really, I just got pointed and laughed at a lot. Actually, that's not true. I will say I never really got bullied in high school, which I'm very lucky to have avoided that. My high school had 5,000 students, so it made it large enough that, like, bullying wasn't... I mean, I know kids did get bullied. I'm not going to sit there and say the kids did not get bullied in my high school. But it did make it, I think, generally easier to find like a clique of people, and like the school was so large that. Oh, I picked my name, Blogan. Like that was a self-given nickname. Because we're all like, we should get nicknames, and we put them on a T-shirt, and I was like, Blogan. So it was like, but we were definitely, yeah, it was a big high school, big fucking high school. Don't miss. Okay, so when I say things like don't miss, I mean don't fucking miss. Oh, big stretch. Do it again. Oh, that's college though. That's a whole different shindig.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Over to coffee 2 now. Yeah, no thanks. All right, Exemplar next. How do we think we're gonna do against Exemplar? So far, we've crushed pretty much every fight that we've been in, so I'm not super worried about it. We should definitely take Shredded Decency though. Crit comes when the enemy has 1 HP. I know, right? Love that for us. All right. Oh well, it's not Exemplar fight quite yet, so we'll just go ahead and do that, sure. Oh, those also, man, a lot of things stacking right now, which is really nice. Better not be an implication fight. It's not. Okay. Not that that's really that big a deal. I just don't want to deal. Just don't want to deal with one right now, honestly. Sucks to suck, huh? Wow. I would love 96. I want 96 pork right now. Sounds like a radio station. Welcome to 96 pork. My name is Britishbrat, and today we're going to be playing some smooth jazz for you. Smooth jazz given to you by the one and only Gerald.
Empowered, emboldened.
Played a jazzy piece last night. It was a long concert. What do you play, Bert?
A resounding
Yum-y.
response.
Oh, right, we talked about this. Yes, you play the tuba. That's dope. Don't meet many of y'all in the real life. Jazz program, and they host concerts both in downtown area and their own recital hall. Ooh, that's super cool. William Tell Overture was there, and it yeah! That overture slaps. Slaps like nobody's business. I don't know who hurt me enough to like bitter black coffee, but I was at work the other day and I was like pouring myself a coffee, and one of my coworkers was next to me waiting to pour his coffee, and he's like watching, and then he's like, you see this look of concern on his face. He's like, dude, where are you gonna put the creamer? Because I fill it all the way to the top. He's like, I drink my coffee black. He's like, huh? People do that? Is there a whole army of Shelbys? I keep a clone generator in the basement just in case something goes wrong. Coffee. I like my coffee black. I love black coffee. I definitely have to let it cool down though a little bit, because when it's really, really fresh, At least like dark roast, which is what I generally get. It's just too bitter. Cool down a little bit. Perfect. All right, Mr. Exemplar, how you doing today, buddy?
Push this half-made horror back into the void.
Back into the void. The clone generator down there. You know, just depends on if it's been a good month or a bad month for having to regenerate. Yeah, funny. This isn't actually Shambler's. I just found this on YouTube. I couldn't find the actual Shambler's background, but this works just fine. Definitely does the ticket. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and heal the stress here. Any tips on killing Leviathan? You've got two options generally. Your options are to either outspeed the hand or be able to stop the hand from pulling you. You can do both as well, but you need a way to defy the mechanic, right? So either you get enough move resist on your front two heroes or on your whole team that way the hand can't pull you down, so you can just go ahead and kill the hand, or you can outspeed the hand and kill it before it has the opportunity to pull you down. Either way, your highest priority is always going to be killing the hand. If you kill the hand, you reduce its actions every round by half. More than half. It gets three turns, right, for the hand alone. So kill the hand, either outspeeding it or move resist. Yeah. So if you can't do the move resist, you just got to have high burst damage, and you've got to have speed. And you can then just basically rip the hand to shreds, and then just tick down the Leviathan. Riposte is pretty effective on the fight in general, just because all of the Leviathan's attacks cleave, so it's pretty much always going to have it's always going to hit one of your ripostes, right? So something to keep in mind. Hey Wolf, how's it going? Welcome on in. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can't use Shred of Decency because of the taunt.
Emboldened.
That's funny. Must be the... Yeah, it's octopi season in the lake.
Excellent work.
Yeah, the Exemplar is one of the best designs in the game, just as far as just like cool factor goes. Very, 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 very fun. Yeah, I don't want you having those ripostes, so don't. Thanks, appreciate that, buddy. Ooh, all right. Thankfully, we will be able to stop it from doing its thing there, but that's a lot of damage. Yeah, how he's actually like in the portal. It's a very cool like little detail there.
A brilliant conclusion.
Can we... Yeah, thank you. Take the 12 heal here. Resisted the move, which is really good for us. Force the taunt elsewhere, and then we'll actually jump in front of her so he actually can't do the fall on her even if he wanted to. That heal is so fucking strong. It's crazy. Ugh. GG.
We are the
How's it been
flame,
going so far? Very good. This has been a good. Oh,
brightly for all the world to see.
silent treatment. Oh, the gods above have granted me an easy way out of this fight. All right.
The loathing. Of
Yeah, this
base.
is we've been cooking. I mean, I don't even know, man. Silent treatment's gonna be better than what we have. I mean, it just is better. Act 3, yes sir. I mean, we had this fight in the bag before, but this is just kind of. Remember to eat before the mountain. Yeah, thank you. I will make sure to do so. All right, everybody. We are at the mountain, which many of you know what that means. So, if you don't know what that means, it means we're going to go ahead and do a game giveaway. We do a game giveaway every time we're getting ready to go to the mountain. It's my way of saying thank you to everybody for being here and hanging out during the stream, because I appreciate y'all being here. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up 1 second here. Anybody is welcome to join. It is now open. Exclamation enter for a chance to join, but you do have to be following in order to win the prize. So do make sure that you're following, otherwise it will not pick you. So please go ahead. Exclamation enter. Everybody is welcome. We're also going to go ahead and open up a prediction here. If you guys would like to gamble some points on how we're going to do on the final fight, we're going up against Act 3. So we'll go ahead and start that prediction. Just go ahead and feel free to gamble some of your points. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate you hanging out during the stream. Exclamation enter. Exclamation enter, Captain. Is it a random game? It is a random Steam key. It will not be Darkest Dungeon. I do not have that on my list of games currently. How do I buy VIP? Channel points. It is in the channel point thing all the way at the bottom. It is currently 80,000 points for VIP. Can I buy with a donation? No, just channel points. That way it's fair to everybody. I don't even want foreclosure notice. Get out of here. All right. So we're going up against Act 3. We should be very well able to take care of this fight. The VIP one already. Yeah, it gets every time somebody redeems VIP, it goes up by 5,000 points. So. All right. Well, I mean, we just buy some food. Call it a day, I think. I don't think there's really much that we need here or really care to have. We may end up guarding some people. We might switch off, like, hold the line or bellow, or hold the line maybe, and swap it for defender, just so we can get some additional damage out of tactical thinker, potentially. Higher tier subs get more. Generally, yes. Yeah, you collect more points if you're subbed, more channel points subs, or more channel points for being subbed.
The end.
So I guess it is pay to win. If you want to look at it that way. So Jester, we want to make sure is speedy enough for Enlightening Element. We'll give everybody else one of these. Tuckered out, that's fun. Relationships, we have a 10% chance for one negative relationship. Can we get that relationship out of the gutter? Yeah, Songbook of Touching Dirges. I don't even know if I want to risk that. We have a couple max affinity rolls, which is quite nice. If we get 10%, that's fine. We'll go ahead and... Oh, we got a critical roll on that. Very rarely do I see that. I don't really care. Here, we'll go ahead and give everybody some additional healing received if we can. Anything else that we want to give them? No, we didn't really roll much in the way of, like, good stuff here. As far as combat items go, we obviously have plenty of shimmering powders. That's what we're going to be relying on the most. We do not need the Shredded Decency anymore. Well, I mean, it's not... I guess it's actually not terrible. We do have a couple, like, fights that are going to have to deal with. You know how the channel point stuff works by heart? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to upgrade Standfast. It's going to be very useful for us. Bellow. I don't really know if I care to upgrade Bellow. We'll see. Ransack has been pretty reliable for us. It's a good bit of damage. Might as well upgrade it. Encore or solo? Maybe solo for the dodge. We'll go for solo. All right. That's pretty good there. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the shreds. And the reason being is we would like to keep our torchlight up as much as possible to get the most healing out of this fight. So definitely at the last minute, we're going to try to spam that as much as possible to keep our torchlight up. Wainwright, so go ahead and just do all that.
As vital to survival
And then I think we're going to go off to the mountain. All right. Somebody's hoping that we lose some heroes here. Did we? Yeah, we did. All right. To the mountain we go. Again, anybody is welcome to join that game giveaway. No Amorous, but a lot of hope. So we'll just get a lot of stress mitigation as we're going through this, which in this fight, this final fight, is actually quite nice. Did I eat IRL? I have not eaten yet IRL. I definitely will need to eat some food after this stream. This has been a good one. This has been a good run.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
Alright. Let's get going. A hopeful team for the mountain, indeed. Just get all those out of the way. Stick it in the eye. I plan to stick it in its eye. I definitely do. This has been a really fun team. Considering how low our healing ability has been, I think this is a good I mean, we do have a healer, but only for bleeding heroes, right? Otherwise, we've had to rely on self-heals and Vanquisher. Vanquisher has come in absolutely clutch on a lot of our heroes today, just giving us nice ambient healing. But definitely shows you can do a lot without a primary healer, or you can do a lot without battlefield medicine, right? Which is. Let's go ahead and blind him.
Well done.
I did not equip Silent Treatment. That is a good point. We should probably throw that on. We could definitely do this without Silent Treatment, but we should put that on. Get a resist on the stress there. Love that. Stick it in the eye like Odysseus did with the Cyclops? Yes, exactly. Oh, okay. Well, don't normally get to kill the Deacon first. That's definitely a fun thing to have happen. And he got stunned again.
Steady yourself.
We'll just get the heal in here. Nice fat cauterize there. Who's got the glimmer? I think that's
A petty
Grave Robber. So natural crit, not my favorite thing in the world. Except when it happens to me. When I get natural crits, it's the best thing that ever happened, right? That's the way to look at it.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Can't hit him. No, we'll just yell at them. I can't get you, you damn thing.
Another may finish the work. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Alright. Good stuff. Right, let me put on silent treatment before I forget. Because that would be no
We are the
bueno.
flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Alright. Crickets. Oh, fuck. Did I... Oh. Did I drop the Dark Impulse? Whoops. When did I do that? Did I not pick it up? Alright. Well, no silent treatment. Oh, well. Are there 2 fights here? There are. It'll be alright. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm really not actually worried about it. Like, silent treatment was a nice pickup, but not the end of the world. I really... Ah, damn. That sucks. We'll still be fine on this fight. I'm genuinely not worried about it, but... Like, this is... She has stealth generation, so, like, there's no... Really no worry on this fight. Would love to get the blind operating there.
Cooperation is the key.
Just so I don't get my vessel hollowed too early. Yelling at them it is, yeah. Resisting the stress, though, which is the part that's the worst about that whole thing, so more than fine with that.
A breakthrough.
It was easy, really. Hand mostly got 2 shots to death. There you go, yeah. If you can get rid of the hand, the fight just becomes a lot more trivial. That is a really unfortunate... Well, good thing we had guard there. Still was an unfortunate situation that happened there. Free stress resist from Virtuoso. I guarantee you they will. That's got to be one of the most powerful, like, broken things in the game currently is Virtuoso. Get the little heal here. Just keep ourselves all topped off. Let's go ahead and use this to heal a corpse. Oh, we need to be using Dead of Night. I need to remember to do that at least once. Holy, 17 crit on Ransack. That's nutty. Make it make sense. And we don't really need, like, getting our... that up as high as possible is just going to give us the most healing. Most healing possible, which is going to be very useful for the next fight. Alright, so. Smoke Bomb, which blinds the enemy part. The enemy part be too strong? I'm confused. And what are you talking about? Smoke Bomb, like, as the item Smoke Bomb, is that too strong? Is that what the question is? Oh, like, Smoke Bomb blinding the enemy party would be too strong? Probably. I mean... Yeah, it would need to be looked at to, like, make it work. I think it might be too potent, though. Alright, we've got 5 healing items, a bunch of stealth generation, so we should be okay here. Let's take a look at our abilities and make sure we have anything that we want to swap on or swap off. But we need hold the line. There's no move back here, so I'm generally not too concerned about that. So we might swap for defender because we get the buff of, like... Well, actually, I didn't think about that. Galea gives the additional damage buff as well We don't need defender. Maybe bolster. Just I don't even know if we need bolster. Retribution could be good. Why is ransack? Oh no, it's not. I was like, why? That's not ransack. That's searing strike. I think we're all fine here. I think we're all set to go. We've got 6 stealth potent thingies. We've got stealth generation on her and on her. We've got dodge generation on him, so he'll be able to dodge every now and again. All right, yeah, this should be fine. So we're going up against Act 3. This is Obsession. Best ways to deal with this fight are going to be dodge, blind, and stealth. Those are the ways that you eliminate the tokens. It used to be you wanted to stack all the tokens on one tank, but generally that doesn't work very well anymore because it's just so much strong. If you get 3 tokens, it's a guaranteed crit. And yeah, really the thing is this phase going down now instead of up is one of the biggest things. Grab his dick and twist it. Give him the old dick twist.
Malaise, measured and steady.
So we don't really mind him getting all of these tokens on him. Makes sense in early. Yeah, it's fun because I was the first person to ever live stream this fight when it was released to the public. And I died in this phase because initially the phase was they started the smallest one and you had to wait until all 3 of them were the biggest. And basically it went against everything that I knew. I tried so long to just kill all of them, but you couldn't do it. They would just regenerate from the corpse. They would just regenerate up. And so I died to this phase because I didn't understand what was happening. And yeah, it was very annoying. I'm glad they made it where you kill them all down because everything in the game up to this point teaches you, hey, just kill everything, right? Like, and so it makes a lot more sense now. Vanquisher works on each level of these. I was unaware of that reality. I'm gonna let the dot take care of that one and that one. Because they basically they lose their turn because of the dot. Did I switch off Dead of Night? I did not. It does actually work in this fight, at least in phase 1, but a wasted slot right now. That was the one I should have probably swapped. That was a lucky detect on our end. Not lucky. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, but... Okay, that one's dead too. Fortunate crit. It's able to steal the tokens there. Yeah, the repartee buff will just continuously remove the tokens, so you don't really need to worry about it anyway. We will want to get rid of the tokens on him, though he can dodge them and remove the tokens that way, so, like... Killing will also remove one of the tokens, so I'm not super worried about it right now. Alright, here we go, phase 2. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tokens on him, because we just don't want it at all, and we're going to go ahead and stand fast. Get the block plus generation. Okay. And now we don't really need the blind quite yet.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Okay.
By
Yeah.
accumulation. The fiend's strength dwindles.
Too long a generation. I mean, not really. I think it for this fight, yes, but like, that's not necessarily like it'd be too potent otherwise. I think. The spiderweb like body this boss has, yeah, it's a pretty interesting like take on it.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Yeah, just stack that blight on yourself, buddy.
The path of exculpation need not be a lonely one.
Illiberates, crit death door, yeah, pretty much over and over again. So we can go ahead and remove the tokens at this point, just because it is going to be a bit annoying to deal with. We'll just let it be blind, and then we'll let him kind of try to behold for a while and not really get anywhere. Get a nice little heal out of this. Little weak limerances there. That was an unlucky crit on our part there. That suppress was not great for us. Let's take a look at the turn order here. Alright, Jester is still going first, so I'm not super worried about it. I am annoyed of the tokens, the dodge there on that crit. Unfortunate, but...
Solidarity may yet arrest this collapse.
Yeah, suppress is a thing. I forget that that's an ability sometimes. Fortunate dodges are unfortunate. Ooh. Oh well. Suppress the urge to limerence. I don't think it knows how to not do that. This is unfortunate. Why did my turn get skipped? I had a turn. Yeah, that really sucks. Why did my turn get skipped there? Because I had a turn in there. Was I stunned? Was I stunned? Okay, I must have gotten stunned. Oh well. That sucks. Now we're just gonna have to stealth and dodge it out, which is fine. That was it was like a 4-memoried hero person, so yeah. Alas. Oh, there goes my points, yeah. Hey, if we're gonna lose heroes in any boss, it was probably gonna be this one. But what do we have? It was Bloodthirsty. That's probably the most annoying thing there. Is Bloodthirsty. We lost.
Empowered, emboldened.
This could end badly for us. I really don't want to lose my Grave Robber. Yeah. This is fun. Wow. Okay.
what lurks in the beyond.
Yeah, super fun here. Wow. This has gone unfortunately for us. Just gonna stealth her here.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful
Oh, she still has the
thing.
buff. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's guaranteed on three tokens, but yeah. Guaranteed crit when it's at three limerence tokens. Wow, this turned on us really quick.
Collaboration confers advantage.
We're also just not getting any of the blinds or dodges to like operate for us,
No
which
time
is
to falter.
just kind of how this works. There we go. Still fine here. Only lose one hero, but that's unfortunate.
Obsession blinded you to your blessings.
Probably a few misplays in there.
Smothered you in a fever dream
But
of
hey,
dissatisfaction.
we still purged it, so I'm not worried about it. That's another torch down. Yeah, we got really unlucky with the
Veil
stun
begins
there.
to lift.
I say unlucky, I mean, it's just part of the fight. Let's go ahead and choose the outcome here. So, 1 to 2 heroes did die. I think somebody won some big money there. Fight everything as well with the world. Yeah, Sermenti survives. That puts us to, what, 8 torches done now? Very, very good. So, just got to work our way down to Act 4 and Act 5 on this. And we'll be good. Nah, it's not the worst. I mean, 1 hero dead. We've gotten this far without a single hero dying.